Let's start with education and go live to the GNAT Hall, where some teachers have been picketing about their examination, demanding answers from their leaders, and they say the Ghana Education Service has to answer questions on their promotion exams. Let's go live to the place and speak with Kwekwa Sante for the very latest. Kwekwa Sante, is Kwekwa Sante there? Tell me, what's the very latest on this picketing?
Teachers have today come under some intense fire. Some teachers gathering from all across the country have met here at the GNAT Hall. They faced some sort of resistance before they were allowed in. But the backstory is these teachers in their hundreds picketed at the Ghana Education Service headquarters over their promotional exam issues. Few years ago, the Ghana Education Service introduced the concept of promotional exams before teachers can be promoted. Some of these teachers said they took the exams, but they've had issues because Ghana Education Service or the examining body claim they have failed. And they do not agree to that. And so they picketed at the Ghana Education Service to demand answers. The Deputy Education Minister met them and assured them that their concerns will be heard. And so all through that was a bit peaceful until they all marched to the Ghana National Association of Teachers headquarters, the GNAT Heights, to be able to meet their union leaders. When they got there, the doors were locked on them. They were prevented from entering. There were some push and shoves. Some of the teachers tried to push the entrance to try and force their way inside, because to them, they do not see how they should come here, and the union, which should be speaking to them, will close their doors on them. And so finally they were allowed inside to be able to meet the Deputy General Secretary. They said they wanted to meet the President herself, Madame Philippa Larsen, and General Secretary Mr. Thomas Musa, for their concerns to be addressed. And so it took a while before they were allowed to come inside. But they've been in for a while now, and they've been trying to get some answers. Let me try and speak to some authorities. You spoke quite passionately about the issue.
Yes.
What is your issue with management or your leadership? What are they doing that you don't like at all?
Our leadership is like, when issues like this arise, they are quiet. They are quiet. So we have taken it that maybe when they go there and they sip their palm, then they are quiet. They are not saying anything. We shouldn't be fighting this fight. It is not our fight. That is why we put them there and we pay them to talk to us, to help us on issues like that. But they are quiet. Since this issue happened, then they told us they have given the GES 48 hours to resolve the issues. That is the end. They are sleeping over it, so we lost confidence in our leaders. We could see that they have nothing for us. That is why we want to use force on them to work. That is it.
But can you give me the backstory? What exactly is the concerns? What concerns do you have yourself?
Myself?
In regards to the exams, what happened?
The exam, we all take it that the exam, there is something fishy going on, or there is something fishy that went on. Because when you write exam, you are expecting only 2 results. That is failure and then pass. This time, three messages came. And then those people you are seeing here are the people they have given the verification that we should bring our particulars for a verification. That when they were downloading it from the portal, some came blurred, some they cannot get it. So we should bring them for verification. And then they gave us a message that, or a text message that we are through with the exam, just that they need our particulars to, promote us. Then when we send the thing, we send the thing not even more than 12 hours, and then they ask us to recheck again. Then they say we have failed. So we have seen that we lost confidence in them. There is something fishy going on. People failed, and now when they check, it is congratulations. So if there is a problem with the portal, they said they made an error. If there is an error, the error cannot target only few people. Do you get my point? That means everything they send out there is faulty. There is problem with all the messages they distributed out there, including those who passed. So our problem is either they give us mass promotion or they reorganize the entire exam, because we lose confidence in them. There is something fishy going on. People are passing back doors and they are passing them. Yes.
Sure. So today they've been meeting leadership of the Ghana National Association of Teachers to speak to them. Some of them have actually been threatening that they will form splinter groups if their leadership does not address their concerns. You've met the Deputy General Secretary. He's been trying to explain certain things to you. Are you satisfied with what he's been telling you so far?
Well, to Mr. Afedu, I think this one is a little bit okay. I wouldn't say that we are okay with it because when we came, the way they received us, at the moment they've apologized. But we won't say that we are okay. We are waiting for Musa himself to come and address us as a union or as a group. That is all that we are waiting for. Before Musa is the one supposed to speak. Musa is the one that we are waiting for to come and then address us.
And the Musa you hear is Mr. Thomas Musa, the General Secretary of the Ghana National Association of Teachers. When the teachers came here, they blame him particularly for failing to resolve the issues that they have complained about for so long. They are demanding that they are not going to resit the papers in question. Either they give them a mass promotion or they reorganize the entire examination for them to take, as some of them have themselves articulated over here. And so now that you are all leaving here to your various homes, what are you expecting Ghana Education Service, the Ministry of Education, as well as your leadership to do in the immediate?
As for Mr. Musa or not, we've given them 1 week. We need a better response from them. We give them 1 week to come and address our issue. If not, then he must step down with Madam Philippa.
And we were told that the GES, that it was our own leaders who came to suggest to them that we should resit the exam. We don't know if they went to suggest to them or they suggested and they have accepted it. We don't know. So what we want to say is we are not going to reset any exam. What we want is our promotion, and we are giving him 1 week to resolve this issue, or else we will force him out of the office. They will mount the office and do our own thing.
Right. So these teachers say they do not understand why they themselves have to come all the way from their various school posts to come and demand that the Ghana Education Service, the Ministry of Education, do the right thing. They say this is a fight that their unions, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, National Association of Graduate Teachers, NAGRAT, as well as the Coalition of Concerned Teachers, CCT. There are 3 unions in the education sector to fight for. And so they are giving their leadership 1 week, a 1 week ultimatum to fix their issues, or they will call for their resignation. And so, like I told you earlier on, Aisha, the backstory is these teachers took a promotion exams. Some of them, most of them were told that they had failed and have to retake the exams. They say this is not something they are going to do. They've had a number of battles with authorities here, especially when they were refused entry into the Ghana National Association of Teachers headquarters to be able to meet their leadership. They say they pay 25 cedis and sometimes 30 cedis every month to the association, and they want the association to fight on their behalf. But for the association to go and meet the Ghana Education Service and agree to reset the exams is not something that they want. And so they are still here. They are trying to get some answers. Aisha, let's see what comes of that.
Kweku Asante is my colleague monitoring this picketing. Kweku, have you been able to get some responses from NAT officials, especially Mr. Thomas Musa, who they accuse?
Right. So when I got here, especially when the teachers were not allowed entry, the doors were locked, they had to push and push, as in some of the visuals I've sent, you'd see it. I tried to contact Mr. Musa to be able to have an understanding of what exactly they are trying to do. I did not get any response. I tried other executives of the NAT that I know over here. I did not get a response. But early on, the Deputy Education Minister, Reverend Intim Fojo, met these teachers at the Ghana Education Service headquarters and explained to them that he is particularly new at post, but some of these issues had come to his table and he had heard exactly what the teachers were complaining about. And so as soon as they are able, they will resolve these issues for them. So he's asking them to go back to their posts and go and teach, and that they will resolve the issues for them. Some of them say they've come from all across the country, very far. They actually report of one of their colleagues was coming here and had an accident on their way. And so they say the risk that they have to continue taking to come here is not something that is worth the while, and want government to immediately take action to address their promotional exams. We actually heard the story of one woman that said she's been teaching for 28 years and had no promotion whatsoever. Whenever she took the promotion interview, she did not succeed. And so when these exams came, she thought this exam was something that she was going to take, it was going to be fair, only for the results to return that she had failed, a result she disputes currently. And so far, NAT authorities have not given us any response. But we've heard from government through the Deputy Education Minister, who says these concerns will be looked into and addressed very promptly.
Colleague Okwekwa Asante there will be monitoring this and bring you all the updates. This is The Pulse. We take a break. We have more when we return.